Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Wow, is that your sports car?
Yes, do you like it?
I love it. I used to always want to drive a green Jaguar. Is it in good condition?
It looks good on the outside, but the inside is a different story. It needs a lot of servicing before it can go out on the roads again.
What's wrong with it?
Well, first of all, it needs a new engine, which is extremely expensive.
When's the last time you had it serviced?
It must have been a few years ago now.
I thought all cars needed regular servicing on a yearly basis.
They do. Once my son was born, there was no reason to drive this car anymore. It's only a two-seater, you know.
What else is wrong with it?
The heating controls don't work anymore, so it always feels like it's about 100 degrees in the car, even in the summer.
Anything else?
The brakes don't really work that well anymore either.
Why don't you get it all fixed?
It costs more than you think to run a car, especially when there are so many things wrong with it.
Well, let me know when you can get it fixed. I'd love to go for a ride in it. Isn't it wonderful walking here?
What do you mean?
I mean, look at all these magnificent tall buildings around us.
Yes, look over there. That's the Empire State Building. My book says it's 102 stories tall.
It's quite famous, but don't you think it looks a bit old-fashioned?
You're right, but when it was built in 1930, it was a marvel of technology and engineering.
What other important buildings are we going to see on Fifth Avenue?
Quite a number. Actually, every skyscraper has a history. A few blocks ahead we'll see St. Patrick's Cathedral, and just across the street will be the world-renowned Rockefeller Center. It's a landmark.
What's there after that?
Well then, there's a Central Park. Facing the park on Fifth Avenue is probably some of the most expensive properties in the world.
What are all they for?
Most of them are office buildings, huge department stores, and hotels, but some are just private homes. New York is one of the financial centers of the world, so there are lots of very expensive places.
I'm sorry, but I can't find the book that you lend me.
Oh, that's all right.
I must apologize. I'll buy you a new one tomorrow.
No, please don't. I couldn't let you do that.
Kim, I'm here. I brought all my old maternity clothes plus Dave and Alice's baby clothes.
It's a little early for those, isn't it? I still have 8 months to go.
Believe me, the time will fly by. Before you know it, you'll be changing diapers. You have to start preparing.
I thought we could turn the upstairs study into a baby room. What do you think about lavender?
I'll be back tomorrow with my work clothes and a gallon of lavender paint. You just sit back and relax. Did you get any pizza? When I got there, only small one was left. What a pity.
I got the short end of the stick.
I don't know what to do about the people who live in the flat above me.
Why? What are they like?
They're incredibly selfish. They're always up until the wee hours of the night playing their music so loudly that I have to wear earplugs in order to fall asleep.
Have you ever talked to them about it?
I tried to introduce myself to them when they moved in, but they were so arrogant that I didn't want to ever talk to them again.
What did they say?
They both just talk about how great they are all the time.
They sued like the neighbors from hell.
They are. Besides being loud and arrogant, they're also terrible gossips. They're always talking about everybody else in the apartment.
I thought you didn't talk to them much.
I don't, but they talk so loudly that I can hear what they're talking about from my bedroom, and it's not very nice.
What do the other people in your apartment think about them?
Most of my other neighbors are scared of them.
Maybe you should think about moving.
I can't afford to move right now.
Well, perhaps you should have a party and try to get to know them better. Maybe once you get to know them, they'll turn out to be more sensitive.
I think you're being a bit optimistic. If you met them, you'd understand.
Well, I don't know what else you could do then. Do you think bribing them with chocolate would work?
Can I borrow some money from you?
No way.
Can you imagine a boat letting in the river?
That would be terrible.
Sure thing. I have an experience like that.
Oh, how were you saved finally?
I was in such a panic at that time. Fortunately, another boat came along and I was saved from drowning. I'm busy year in and year out, but now I've done nothing.
You've done a lot, my darling.
I may have done a lot, but none is to my satisfaction.
You're too strict with yourself.
Perhaps. I'm dead tired.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.